Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just another EV video here. I just did one on Lucid. This is the latest EVs are stylish, lightning fast, and allows owners to power nap. So that would be cool to take a nap while your car is driving yourself. But buying an electric vehicle for the first time may be harder than ever these days. The choices are no longer Tesla, although I see a ton of Teslas, more and more every day. There are pickup trucks, SUVs, crossover sedans, sports cars, and hatches available from nearly every automaker, 72 models, battery, plug-in hybrid, fuel cell, and currently on the market, with more launching later this year and next. Washington lawmakers threw another wrench into the EV equation with the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act. It just cracks me up. Inflation Reduction Act. IRA. Yeah, there you go. Consumers are now wondering if that EV they've been seeing still qualifies for the $7,500. I just did a video on this a while back. I'll have to link that in the description as well. For the federal tax credit, it only picked certain EVs, so, which I thought was interesting, and I can't remember if Tesla was even on the list. It was just kind of odd. The Department of Transportation on Tuesday launched a site to help confuse consumers navigate the new restrictions on EV tax credits. Plus, with national fuel prices below $4 a gallon, limited inventory at dealerships, and a public charging network that has been, what will the drivers decide? There is a growing interest and awareness of EVs. Ed Kim, president of a consulting firm Auto Pacific, told ABC News the biggest reason people buy EV is because they want the coolest new tech. Tesla still has a stronghold on the market. 80% of the EVs sales last year were Teslas. That is huge. 80% of the EVs last year were Teslas, but that will be changing in the coming years, so we shall see. According to the recent survey commissioned by Polster, the Swedish electric performance brand, 55% of U.S. drivers purchase electric vehicles for reasons other than environmental benefits. In vehicle technology, seamless connectivity, and infotainment system offerings have been named as the most important decisions for consumers switching to an electric car from an internal combustion vehicle. Industry watchers agree that affordable mass market EVs will accelerate sales and help blah 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 electrification goals. I'm sorry, I can't say his name. How has the EV game changed, and which models are quickly becoming popular with drivers? So the Inflation Reduction Act. Longtime automaker sales of 200,000 units has been lifted. That means Tesla, GM, Toyota can again offer the $7,500 federal credit to motorists. The credit ends up at December 2032. Used EVs are now eligible for up to a $4,000 tax credit. At first, EVs that exceed $55,000 for sedans and $80,000 for trucks, vans, and SUVs are excluded from the credit. The government also added a credit caps on buyers' income. The law also puts strict preconditions on where EV is assembled and sourcing of cobalt, nickel, and lithium ion, key components of a EV's battery that are mined in various parts of the world, if any, can meet these demands, according to industry watchers. So I already kind of talked about some of that information in my other video, but like I said, I'll link that in the description as well. There are multiple lithium deposits in California, nickel reserve in Minnesota, but it takes time to develop mines. He said there are lots of local and environmental regulations. Before the bill was signed, the Alliance for Automotive Innovation, an industry trade group, said the bill would immediately reduce by a lot the number of qualifying electric vehicles available for consumers for purchase with the tax credit. 70% of those EVs would immediately become ineligible when the bill passes, and none would qualify for the full tax credit when additional sourcing requirements go into effect. Zero, according to John Bozzella, the Alliance president and CEO. So they agreed virtually none. The EVs sold now will qualify for a full tax credit, and experts rapidly grow battery pack manufacturing in the United States. Contributing to the editor, Car and Driver sees the upside of sourcing critical minerals. So the video that I just did talked a lot about Car and Driver. Tesla still sells the bulk of EVs because of its rock-solid, very reliable nationwide DC fast charging. And the EVs making waves with consumers is the Ford F-150 Lightning. I've talked about Ford numerous times. I did a video on the Mustang Mach-E, probably summer of 21, maybe it was summer of 2020. Lightning rides and handles so much better than the regular F-150, said Kim. Power and torque are stupendous, and low center of gravity and feels more planted on the ground, stable when driving it. He went on, this is well thought out product and reflection of the fact that Ford understands the truck customer better than anyone else. EV truck market has begun to heat up. General Motors has also prototype all-electric Silverado truck and GM Hummer EV. I did a Hummer video quite a while back as well, with reservations sold out until 2024. I can't wait to see those on the road. And like I said, I just saw Rivian downtown here in Omaha a couple weeks ago. Ram 1500 EV supposedly coming in 2024. So there's also the Kia EV6. Likely you've seen an EV6 at 2 or 3 of your local streets this summer. New electric car has been an instant hit with drivers since its launch this spring. So if you have any of these, go ahead and list that in the comments as well. EVs. Kia sold EVs before. The Soul, narrow but a seductive EV6 was engineered to be solely an EV. More than 10,000 EV6 was sold this year in the United States and California, topping the list. Car's 800-volt architecture also makes it easy to charge. The battery goes from 10% to 80%, up to 217-mile range in under 18 minutes when hooked to a DC fast charger. Great vehicles, the praise and well deserved, said Kim. Volvo C40 and XC40 recharge. So everybody's going to be making EVs here soon. Of course, parked outside of a Starbucks. Regenerative braking system is very advanced. The vehicles have very refined drivetrain. So that's kind of why I invest into pretty much all of them. Not equally, but more so Tesla, GM, and Ford. But I kind of have quite a few EV stocks. No Volvo, no Kia yet, but Volvo announced a pilot program with Starbucks ChargePoint to add DC fast chargers at various Starbucks locations. A very interesting point. Route is understood at the moment, and so there you go. So you can take your route and get a Starbucks. So why not partner up? BMW, I've talked about them a couple times. Latest electric vehicles, i4 sedan, are far departure from the i3. BM packed the i4, insane power and luxury amenities. All-wheel drive is available too. 516 horsepower. I just talked about Lucid. I think it had 1200 or 1050, and one with 1200 horsepower. It's just amazing. Also, I have Mercedes here, the EQS. Power nap mode. That'd be fun. Why not take a nap in your car and let the car drive? So that's just a beautiful car there. very wonderful through the vehicle swiftly burned through the range in upstate New York. #1 market worldwide for the EQS since its launch in late 2021. But that's all that I have on the list. So again, we have Mercedes, BMW, beautiful luxury cars, Volvo, Kia, Ford truck, GM. That's the latest EVs. If you have any EV stocks out there you want me to take a look at, go ahead and list that in the comments. I'd be happy to take a look at them, or any other stocks in general. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.